with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good afternoon, I'm Elspeth Meisner, and thank you for joining us for your Erie News Now Weekend NOWCAST. We start today off with the very latest on the coronavirus pandemic and the latest vaccine numbers in our area. According to the latest data from the State Department of Health, nearly 25% of Erie is vaccinated. That's mostly due to over 3,000 people getting vaccinated in the past 24 hours. Over in Crawford County, almost 1,000 new people have gotten vaccinated, and over in Warren, there's just over 200 people that are now vaccinated against COVID-19. In the past day, statewide, 114,000 people have gotten vaccinated. We'll have more of a breakdown of those numbers coming up tonight on Erie News Now at 6 o'clock. A vaccine is underway at the MLK Center today, and if you're looking to still get vaccinated, there is still time for that to happen. Anybody over 16 and older can get the vaccine. It did begin at 10 a.m. this morning, and it continues throughout the day at the Martin Luther King Center at 312 Chestnut Street. Now, appointments are required, but you can call ahead to book that appointment through the MLK Center or Booker T. Washington Center. In order to get those numbers, you can go to our website, erienewsnow.com. We will have a full recap of the clinic coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. And now we have the latest news about the young children who arrived in our area on Tuesday night from the southern border. Several of the young girls being housed at the Summit Township dormitories have indeed tested positive for COVID-19. At this point, we don't know exactly how many, but we're told the infected children are in a separate wing away from the others. Now, the staff is equipped with full PPE and 95 masks, face guards, and gowns. We're also told full medical staff has been brought on board to help with this. The Erie County Health Department says at this time there's no additional risk to the community. And the biggest question we've been getting here at Erie News Now from our viewers is, how can I help with these young children? And today we do have some more answers. We've learned that Health and Human Services will soon be accepting donations from the public. The donation drop-off point is at the Erie First Assembly on Oliver Road. Staff will be on hand next weekend, April 24th and 25th, then the first weekend of May as well. Drop-off times are from 10 to 4 on Saturday and 2 to 5 on Sunday. All donated items should be for girls ages 7 to 12, and there's certainly quite a lot of things they're looking for.
We need toiletries, slipper socks, obviously all for girls, and those things come in small, medium, and large. They have to be new, but they are in need of those items. So for all the people that have been calling and asking, there's something that the community can do. So thank you for doing that.
And now that Health and Human Services is accepting those donations to help the migrant girls living near Erie, local churches have jumped into action, teaming up together. Elevate Church, Grace Church, and Second Baptist Church all joined forces, saying they can do a lot by working together. Our Ethan Kibbe has the story.
For the last week, local religious leaders preached the importance of helping people in need, like the migrant girls housed in Erie. Now they're turning their words into action.
I know a lot of our church, a lot of Christians in the area have been eager to help, and so it's been nice to get a list of items that we can actually step in and help.
If you'd like to help, it's fairly easy. You can do so with things like a toothbrush, maybe toothpaste, or socks and flip-flops for the shower. Pastors say it's simple stuff, but it's a chance to show the best in the Erie community.
I've seen the city come together time and time again during times of tragedy, during times of need, and be an aid and support to people. And I just believe that's who our city is and what it represents.
Pastors say they understand the immigration issue, and they say it's a complex problem. But in an age of online arguments, they're urging people to act and to help, not complain.
There obviously is some sort of a problem going on that needs to be solved, but our issue is that when somebody shows up and needs help, we lead with compassion, and I'd rather run with people who are leading with compassion.
They say that's what this drive really is, an opportunity for compassion. Despite political and theological differences, Erie has a chance to come together and help some children in need.
I think unity is so powerful that you know, obviously there's beauty in diversity, but there's also beauty in unity. And with all of the division that's happening around our country right now, to be able to come together for a common cause is really powerful.
Ethan Kibbe, Erie News Now.
And if you are looking to donate, Second Baptist and Elevate Church will have drop-off boxes outside. You can simply visit, make a donation, and leave. All church members will be handling the sorting and delivering of all the donations. Turning now to the news around the world, it's a day of mourning in the United Kingdom as the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral took place earlier this morning. Attendance was limited to 30 people due to COVID-19 restrictions. And although it was scaled down, there was a lot of people who did pay homage, including hundreds of servicemen and women from the Royal Navy, Royal Marines, Army, and Royal Air Force all took part in the funeral procession. The coffin was escorted to St. George's Chapel on a specifically adapted Land Rover, which Prince Philip designed himself before he passed away. We will have a full recap from the funeral today, as well as hear from some local reaction about his passing and the legacy he will leave behind, coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. And throughout the pandemic, especially these last couple weeks, stress levels have been high all across the country. People here in Erie may be looking for some ways to let off some steam. According to the American Psychological Association, 84% of adults say unrest in the country, like the recent outbreaks in gun violence, politics, the pandemic, have all caused them to have excessive stress levels. These are the highest stress levels we've seen since the pandemic began since last March. So we wanted to know how people here in Erie are decompressing. We checked in with Ambridge Rose Spa and Salon. They say they've seen an increase of people coming in for their services like facials, massages, pick up in the last few weeks. They also say whether you choose to relax or be active, people we spoke with just say stepping away for a while and decompressing is always a good idea. And if you're looking for a family activity this weekend, the drive-in isn't a bad idea. And one of our favorite local hotspots, the Sunset Drive-In, opened up for the season last night. We were there as moviegoers started to come in to see Godzilla and Wonder Woman. Last year, they spent the year adapting due to COVID-19. They had to open late in the season and could only watch and project older films. They also had to close up concession stands and follow new COVID-19 restrictions. This year, however, the season opener is kicking off like they would in years past, and their concession stand is open. Some people we spoke with today say they're just as excited to be back in the drive-in theater, but also to be doing something that's COVID-19 friendly. And that does it for your Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. Thanks so much for joining us today. Be sure to tune into Erie News Now at 6 o'clock for all the latest news, weather, and sports. Have a great Saturday.